Craft Nation, world, how you feeling out there today? Hope you're doing good. Now, I must say, because a lot of people have been coming down my throat about doing videos about celebrities and stuff like that. That right there don't affect me as much as reading an article like what I read today about a fucking unfit mom, giving her son, her 3-year-old son, cocaine. He got cocaine in the system. The police tested that and found that in him. That's less depressing for me to read that Kanye West wanted to be called Hitler. Whatever, I don't give a damn. Be called Hitler. Who gives a flying? I don't. But when I see that a helpless child that's 3 years old, got cocaine in the system, that right there bothers me a lot. A, because the child didn't ask to be here. B, a child don't know right from wrong. C, you an unfit ass parent. I'm going to run the story down for you guys. This chick, her son is already in a foster home. The foster parents let the 3-year-old visit his mom. They was worried about it. They called the police. The police go over to the house, beating on the door. The lady's not answering the door, which is biological mother. They open the door. She laying there naked as hell, unconscious, unresponsive. And her 53-year-old boyfriend laying there naked as, well, I don't know if he's naked, but he's unresponsive. And the little boy right here just crawling around in filth. Filth, unsanitary. Unsanitary place to live. That right there bothers me a lot. When I read that, it makes me mad. I think that people should have to take a test. If you're stupid and you're unresponsible, you do not need kids because you're affecting your kid right there. This is a kid who got cocaine in the system, not because he chose to do it when he grew up. It's because his parents was unresponsible. That's why he got cocaine in the system. That's unfair right there. Look, if you're going to do drugs, do that, but keep it away from your kids. Now, I'm not saying, drugs is the thing to do. But at the end of the day, people are going to do drugs. But be more responsible. I would feel like crap if my daughter got some drugs in her system. If I didn't do it, if she went to school, I feel bad. How could you, that's how she's not doing the drugs. The drugs is doing her. It done took over her mind. Her son's already separated out of her life. But now when she do get him back for a couple of days, she still got to have the drugs. Now the drugs affecting her, and not only her, it's affecting her son too. This little boy might not be the same no more. Who knows? Cocaine is powerful. That's a powerful drug. It can mess his insides up. This boy might be screwed. Who knows? That right there bothers me, So next time you decide to chew me out and ask me about when am I making another video about the world, it's a little depressing to read those articles. Seriously, it really bothers me, man. I think that this chick should never see her son again unless she get herself together. And I mean get it together, off probation, off of drugs, got a nice house, a job, and all that other stuff. She got to have all that together. If she's lucky, I'm not the judge. I'm out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Tell me what you think about this. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Peace.